In this video, we will go through the basics of geometry shapes. If you find this video helpful, please support me by subscribing. Feel free to comment below with any questions or any other topics so I can make more videos you will benefit from. Let's get started. Let's start with the basic rectangle. To work out the area of a rectangle, we need to use the base times the height. If we're looking for the perimeter of the rectangle, we just need to add all four sides up. Obviously, left-hand side will be also h, and on the top will be the same length as the base. For example, if my base equals 8 meters and my height is 3 meters, to work out the area equals 8 times 3, which is 24 meters squared. If we're looking for perimeter, I just need to add all four sides. So 8 plus 8 and 3 plus 3. Therefore, my answer will be 22 meters. This is length, so length in meters and areas in meters squared. Next, we will look at a special case of rectangle, which is square. Square indicate all four sides are the same. So if my base is 8, then all other three sides will also be 8. Therefore, if I'm looking for the area equals 8 times 8, which is 64 meters squared. If I'm looking for the perimeter, I have 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8, or I can just do 8 times 4, which is 32 meters. So this is rectangle and square, both areas and perimeters calculations. Next, we're going to start with a rectangle. Let's look what happens if I cut it in half. Now I got a right-angled triangle. Therefore, to work out the area of a right-angled triangle, I still need to do base times height, but my answer have to be divided by 2. Which is also why sometimes you see the formula look like this: half of base times height. Therefore, use the same numbers: base 8 meters, height 3 meters. I would have my area equals half of 8 times 3. So my answer is 12 meters squared. For any triangle with a height of certain value, I can use the same formula: area equals half base times height. Therefore, again, if I use the same numbers, I will have area of this triangle equals half 8 times 3. So area equals also 12 meters squared. So this is our triangle. Then next, we're going to have 2 more shapes. Both start from rectangle. The one on the left, I'm going to move it slightly from the top edge. But what you would notice is the area missing here is the same area here. Therefore, you can see area-wise, you haven't changed anything. You just kind of slanted to one side. The other one is this one here, then obviously you don't have those two areas. The shape on the left-hand side is called a parallelogram. The shape on the right-hand side is called trapezium. So let's look at how we calculate their areas. From previous slide, you know your base and height hasn't really changed anything. Therefore, I will still have equals 8 again. Height is 3 meters. Sometimes they label the height within the parallelogram. Sometimes they do it outside and label h. They're exactly the same thing, so don't get thrown off by that. So to work out the area of parallelogram equals base times height. So my area equals 8 times 3 again, which is 24 meters squared. Then right-hand side, we have our trapezium. Also, they can label the height in two different ways. Again, don't get thrown off. They're exactly the same thing. Then let's make up some numbers for my bottom base as 8 meters again, and I'm gonna say my top one is slightly smaller to 4 meters. So you're thinking, how are we gonna work out the area this time? So if that's the case, when we do base times by height, because the top and bottom length are not the same, all we need to do is take an average. So we do half of the addition of top and bottom. Therefore, to find out my area, I would have 4 plus 8, then divided by 2 to find my average length, then times my height, 3. So my area equals 4 plus 8 equals 12, 12 divided by 2, 6, times by 3, which is 18 meters squared. So that's how we calculate the areas of parallelogram and trapezium. Lastly, we have circle. From the center of the circle, this length is called radius. So from center to anywhere on the circle will always be the radius. Secondly, we have diameter. This is a line go through the center of the circle. As you can see, obviously, the relationship between diameter and radius is diameter equals twice of my radius, which is why sometimes you see d equals 2r. To work out the area of a circle, we use pi times r squared. To work out the circumference of the circle, which is the curved length around the circle, we use pi d. Sometimes you may have seen a different formula. Because d is twice of my radius, sometimes can be calculated as c equals 2 pi r as well. So either of those two formulas would be correct. So I'll repeat, area of the circle equals pi r squared, circumference of the circle equals pi d or 2 pi r. That's all for this video. If this video helped you in any way, please give me a like, subscribe and share it with your friends. Comment with questions or topics that I might be able to help you with in future videos. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.